Extra fizz. Extra taste. Stronger Pepsi.
इस मोमेंट को अपना बनाओ, जिन में आओ।
I will say in terms of semi-finals, South Africa would say they got ruined by the rain at Eden Park in 2015. They were flying and the rain come in. It was a different game post that. Same as New Zealand versus India in the 2019 World Cup. We went over 2 days. Rain come into a little bit of assistance.
T20 though. New Zealand have 1 in 4. South Africa have 1 in 5. One of them is going to improve the record. Right, Nisham. We talked about the over in the power play. This is the over South Africa need to make big. And no disrespect to Nisham, but it's just that if you want to target an over, you'd go after Nisham. That might be an opportunity for Nisham.
Yeah, I'm with you, Harsha. I think so. They'll target this massively. One over went for 17 from Nisham. So you think of him not quite getting it right, whether it's a slower ball cutter or a bit of pace on. Stubbs and Janssen, well, their eyes will light up. Ferguson, yeah, waiting in the wings. So this is 18th. You got the penultimate. That's a big over too. Get momentum going into the 20th. Then look out from the side. Whether it's a slower ball cutter at the death.
Clobbered. Long off was out, long on was out. They were a little wider. They could have been a lot straighter. It wouldn't have mattered.
Just what he does, Jimmy Neesham. He just puts that ball in that hard length area and he's able just to stand deep in his crease, create that length and say, all I'm going to do is hit through the line of the ball because I know it's not going to move one way or the other. He's got those subtle adjustments in his release point, Jimmy Neesham. And that leg cutter as well. It's not doing too much off the wicket at all.
Fielder will watch it sail over. Just looked interested for a while. The runs are coming now for South Africa.
Oh, those sponsors, come fly with me. Man, that's a big, big side of the fence. Pretty much in the middle. There it goes. Oh, stunning.
Got to think here, Jimmy Neesham. What's his plan to try and get out of their hitting arc? Similar feel with those 3 fielders square and 1 at cover. Long off, so he's got to look to be straight. Bit of length, isn't it? The first one really seen up in the block hole.
You saw that from Henry as well. When he tried to bowl it into the pitch, it went for 6. So maybe going fuller is the way to go. They might have struggled in the air, but on the field, on the ground, New Zealand have been all right.
Bit of
Oh, more runs. This is not what New Zealand want to see. Already 16 of the over with the ball left. Can South Africa dream beyond 170?
Yeah, just a little bit off, and that's all it takes. 17 off his first over. Now he's gone for 16. And there's still a delivery to go here. Jimmy.
tended to be a problem over for New Zealand with their bowling throughout the tournament. I think Glenn Phillips against England. This time in a setting situation. Plenty of conversation between Mitch Satner and Jimmy Neesham here at the moment to say, how do they get out of this over? I suspect it's saying from Janssen, how big can I send this into the stand? Same field. Can he hit the Yorker again?
as full as possible, I think, as full as possible. No. Oh, but he was outside, he was outside. That'll be 6-2, 22 of the Nisham over. South Africa are smiling here, 150 for 5 with 2 left.
Oshan at 7. Watch us move.
Now, 37 of the last 2 overs, the highest 6th wicket partnership in T20 internationals for South Africa. Just tells you why you need that depth. You need batting 7 and 8. Jansen is 40 of 24. Ferguson needs a wicket here. Needs a wicket here for New Zealand. Said 170. They could go beyond South Africa.
Well, they've got deep point and deep third out. The option of bowling wider if he wants.
Gets the wicket. Ferguson it is. The pick of the bowlers today.
Yeah, amazing in terms of thinking about your strategy and coming round. Right arm round to a right-hander, closing and shutting down angles in pace. Whether he changes it up, whether he bowls Yorkers, knuckle balls, it's the lovely leg cutter, it's slower, the deception for all to see. Done it so often in T20, this guy. Oh, he's happy. End of...
एक एहसास है जैसे कोई पास है जो बहुत ही खास है ओलिविया क्रीम एंड लोशन 24 ओलिविया शुक्रिया
You can bat Corbin Bosch. He's got 11 balls to make an impact. Just stand at the non-strikers in it.
Ferguson, because of that wicket, you bring a new batter on strike. Can you sneak a couple dots? Was touched on this field. I think it gives him multiple options. He's got the one where he can bowl a bit wider of the stumps and try and get hit just like that. It gives him the margin of error for that leg cutter. And also those 3 on the leg side gives him the ability to bowl straight like that as well. As a batter, you're not sure. Is he going to go straight? Is he going to go a little bit wider? Wicket. At this point in time.
The other thing that New Zealand have done very well, been very disciplined with their time. They're 6 minutes ahead of time. They'll have all 5 outside the circle. We've seen it so often in this tournament. The teams go into the last over and they've got one fewer fielder outside.
Yeah, you got to do all those fundamentals so well. Keep on top of things. Semi-final, tension on. What's Ferguson got here now?
When he gets hold of it, you really don't want to see where it's ending up. It's inevitably deep into the stadium.
Ah, tremendous. What entertainment here in terms of semi-finals. Partnership, the half-century one, and now Jansen says, well, I've got to do it myself. Just wonder with Ferguson going away from the Yorker. Tall man, get it down at his toes. He went through in the previous one. What's he got now again? One more.
50 comes up for Marco Jansen. Push the boundaries back to the Hugli.
Not big enough anyway. Not for Marco Jansen. What an innings. Take a bow, sir. That is simply sensational here. In a pressure cooker situation. And he's striking at almost 200, folks.
50 comes up for Marco Jansen. Push the boundaries.
Not happy hunting ground in Kolkata with the ball. Great with the bat.
Excellent ball. It also means Bosch is in strike for the start of the next over. 163 for 6.
ये ऑफर है हिट क्योंकि एक ऑफर में पूरा ग्रुप फिट।
मतलब क्या स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का?
मतलब कमाल।
Extra fizz, extra taste, stronger Pepsi.
Top order that he's got out on a few occasions. Marco Jansen. What a bowling unit South Africa have got.
Just wonder, New Zealand cannot afford to think, oh, we might have had them 140, we might have had them 150. You can't think like that. Henry into the pitch is not working. Stays off strike. Puts Jansen back in.
So quick, Phillips. Got a little hobble on and he landed awkwardly. Well, I think at the toss you say, okay, South Africa, a few wickets here and there, but if you can hold them back to say 175, 180, I think New Zealand and Mitch Santner would take that. Given that it's a slick outfield, it tends to skid on, you're going to chase, a little bit of dew. I think you take that 175, 180 at the toss and go, well, that's what you're going to chase. Mitchell, Santner and crew, I think they'd take that.
Tricky one though. If you can think like that, it's wonderful. But when you've got the opposition 77 for 5, you always think, what if? Can he keep it down to 1? He can.
Well, and just on that too, Harsh, I think a lot of these players play in the leagues around the globe. They know the situation. They've seen it so often that you're quite right. Don't get ahead of yourself and don't get down on yourself because a team or a couple of guys have put it together. That 70-odd partnership, whilst fabulous, man, what could have happened with the top 4? And suddenly you're looking down the barrel at 220 and thinking, well, yeah, that's what can happen at this ground, given it's such a slick outfield and not the biggest boundary straight.
It's going to be a test of nerves, this game, as we go along. Now Bosch. Wide. Five sixes for Jansen. 2 boundaries. But well played innings that makes a difference. This evolution as a proper wide ball all-rounder who serves South Africa so well. They've got a rich tradition of seam bowling all-rounders. Henry with a wicket. It's Bosch who's gone, but it's still Jansen at the non-strikers in.
Well, how often we say it, nothing wrong with a full Yorker in any form of the game, let alone a semi-final in a men's T20 World Cup. Oh, spot on. What a beauty. Subtle change in pace, but it is right on the button from Matt Henry. Bosch in and out.
Dolan's Premaline No Frost Refrigerator range. With a convertible zone, switch temperatures from -20 degrees to 5 degrees with a simple touch. Dolan's Premaline, designed for better.
Rabada has to get off strike. Leave Janssen with 2 balls to try and get to 175, which will be a decent score. Henry wants a dot here, a wicket or a dot. There's a single wherever you want it, but is he going to go for the single or the slog? He chips it, and he finds the fielder. 2 in 2 for Matt Henry.
Not just a wicket, but most importantly, another dot ball as well in the last over. Talk about momentum shifts, so many. Marco Jansen is stuck at the other end at the moment. Just a half-hearted chip all the way through. Jimmy Neesham on the boundary rope. Welcome back, Matt Henry.
Dolan's Premaline No Frost refrigerator range. With its Duo Frost technology, independent cooling system keeps food fresh for longer. Dolan's Premaline, designed for better.
The ground at the stumps.
If Maharaj backs you out of the ground, it's his first ball in the tournament on a hat-trick. And Janssen trots across. He only needs 5 or 6 strides anyway.
Just shows it. Good Yorker at the stumps. So a little bit more effort there. Rabada would have gone to the crowd. It's always easy, isn't it, to say in hindsight. Just a little bit more. Gone over Neesham. I keep saying, not the biggest boundary in that area. Straight down the ground back to the pavilion.
So far, this over has not just been gold, it's platinum. Brilliant. They're going to run hard for the second. The throws at the striker's end, and has he made it? He's all right. Just wonder about going to that end, but it's only 2, and it's a fantastic last over with only 6 off it.
Absolutely superb from Matt Henry.
मतलब क्या stronger Pepsi का?
मतलब कमाल.
Extra fizz, extra taste, stronger Pepsi.
170, Katie Martin.